Hello everybody, the Lawn Gnome is here.
What a twist!
Today was definitely something that I did not anticipate. So, if you're new to my channel, first of all, welcome. It's a pleasure to have you. And to all of my fans, welcome back. It's great to see you again. You all have probably already seen my 20 most anticipated films of 2019. And you also probably remember that one of them happened to be the new M. Night Shyamalan film, Glass. And I was very excited and planning to go see Glass in the theaters. But then, out of nowhere, something happened. It turns out that the newest Dragon Ball film, yes, Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball Super, that amazing creation from Akira Toriyama that has been on this earth for over 30 years. I found out that the new film, Dragon Ball Super Broly, was not only playing in a theater near me, but as a matter of fact, it was a wide release in a whole bunch of theaters in my region of New York State. So I said to myself, Dragon Ball is something that I adore. Dragon Ball is something that I talk about constantly with my friends who are fans of anime. Anything Dragon Ball on the big screen is something that I have never experienced, and hearing that this movie was going to be an opportunity for me to see this movie on the big screen, well, Glass can wait till DVD, everybody. I'm saying that right now. I went to see Dragon Ball Super Broly, and I've got to tell you, my expectations were high because it looked fantastic, the story looked wonderful, and I was very curious to know what my first experience seeing a Dragon Ball film on the big screen would be, and it was everything I anticipated and so much more. This movie was one of the best, probably the best Dragon Ball experiences that I have ever seen. One of the main reasons why I loved this Dragon Ball film so much is because of the fact that for the very first time, because I have seen all the other films, I own them on DVD, but Dragon Ball Broly felt like a true cinematic Dragon Ball film. It had all the true classic elements of a film in general. It had a fantastic beginning, an incredible climax, and even a fantastic end, which could in fact be spawning, who knows, maybe more movies, maybe even a sequel series. But this time around, Goku and Vegeta are basically living out their lives, trying to become stronger, and all of a sudden, Broly comes into their world, and this time, of course, he is under the control of not only his father, Paragus, but of course, the one nemesis that just doesn't seem to want to ever die and go away, freezes back, and he wants to see what Broly can do for the sake of making him his absolute slave. So, of course, Vegeta and Goku sum up their strength to take this guy down, and what we get is something just absolutely spectacular. I really appreciated the way the movie began. The fact that we got a fantastic backstory, not just of Broly, but of Goku and Vegeta as well. I think that this may be the very first time, and I don't consider this necessarily a spoiler, that we ever actually saw Goku's birth mother. Just seeing her and also getting a much more in-depth look at Saiyans. They may be planetary conquerors, but maybe at some point in time they're not all so bad. And then we get to see these characters grow. We also get to see some great homages to some of the series of the past. We get the great Sean Schimmel voicing Goku. Christopher Sabat is back as Vegeta. We even have Sonny Strait, who voices Krillin, voicing another character in this film. He voices this version of Bardock, who of course is Goku's father. And just everything about this movie, especially being a Dragon Ball fan, I just loved every single minute. I even appreciated the hilarious and clever meta moment that was even thrown into this movie. I am not going to tell you what it is, but I will say that if you do want to see this movie, just wait and look to see what Piccolo has to say. It comes from Piccolo, so now at least you'll know where to find it. And the action sequences are absolutely incredible. The bright colors, the flashing lights, the everything and anything that makes Dragon Ball is there in full force, and holy cow, the beautiful meshing of CGI and 2D cell animation is just absolutely incredible, and the score is fantastic as well. Just so many great things that, for me myself, being a fan of this anime legacy, just was fantastically summed up in a beautifully well done film. I don't really know if there's anything that is negative that could be said about this film. I mean, maybe to a certain degree I am a little bit upset that we have already seen some Broly films, and this one seems to erase some of the Dragon Ball story from the past in terms of some of the past films that we have seen. There also is a very lame moment that comes from Frieza. Again, at least you'll know which character it is, so you'll be able to find out what that moment might be, because while it may have been something that was funny, it to me was not necessarily something that was truly great and something that was expected. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe getting something unexpected from certain characters is always a good thing. And I'm very curious to see where this is going to lead this amazing saga and this amazing group of characters and this world into the future. I still have yet to see Dragon Ball Super, and there are some references to Dragon Ball Super, and I actually was able to know exactly where they came from because I did a little bit of research in regards to the series. I am planning to see the series. It is just taking me a little bit of time, and now that I'm actually watching Dragon Ball from the original series and forward, I do want to make sure that I watch Dragon Ball Super when it is time to actually watch it. But Dragon Ball fans, Z fans, Super fans, GT fans even, go and see this movie if you can. It is fantastic. It is a roller coaster ride of epic anime proportions, and everything that you love about Dragon Ball is in this movie. I want to see it again. I want to own this movie on DVD, and I cannot wait until I actually get my hands on it. I don't think I'll be able to see it in theaters again, but it definitely makes me more excited to continue watching the series again, and even finally watch Dragon Ball Super for the first time. And I also have to say, I don't think I'm ever going to be thinking about Glass for the rest of the year, and then I'll probably make it a one that got away. But yeah, I'm really glad with this decision. Dragon Ball Super Broly gets an epic 4 stars out of 4 from me. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. Please leave your comments in the box below, and let's discuss Dragon Ball Super Broly. As far as I'm concerned right now, this is one of the best films that I have seen this year. Will it be one of the best at the very end of this year? Who knows? But in the meantime, I will see you in the next one. Hey, thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. If you're new here and want to see more of what my channel has to offer, please click on the link to my last video, or hit that subscribe button to be kept up to date with all of my uploads. Content of all sorts is posted here quite often, so trust me, you do not want to fall behind. I will see you in the comments, and actions speak louder than words.